So I'm Tess.
And I'm Ben, and we both live in West Pymble. Well, they were recommended to us for starters.
True.
And then looking on their website and doing a bit of research on the previous builds, we were impressed by what they've done.
And then when we met Dan, when he came round to meet us, we just really liked him. He's a genuine, honest, nice guy, and we just felt comfortable.
I think the stereotype with builders is typically that you're not sure about when things are going to happen. Things are kind of fluid.
Are they going to be taking you for a ride?
Yeah,
well,
it's just
maybe?
the unpredictability of a build.
And it's a lot of money. You're putting a lot of money into this, and it's a risk, I suppose.
So you want to be sure it's going to be right.
Yeah. And so we weren't, I wasn't at all worried when we started. You always worry it's going to blow out as well, but Dan was so good at telling you what was going on and putting in contingencies, and he said himself that he always slightly overestimates so that you don't have any nasty surprises, and it was actually totally right, wasn't it? Yeah.
Hang on.
I loved having the guys around. I mean, you would think you wouldn't, but I did. I really, used to look forward to them all. Who's going to be here today? And they were so nice and polite and fun and respectful, and we got to know them a little bit, and they would involve us. I mean, mostly me, to be honest with you, because I'm bossy, but they would involve us in stuff. So, for example, a joist suddenly appeared, a metal joist that we didn't know was there, which meant that we couldn't actually put the wall upstairs exactly where we wanted it to go. And so rather than them just making a decision and just banging it in wherever, I remember I was up there with Jordan and Charlie for a good half hour, and we were talking about, but if we put it here, this is going to happen if we put it there. And I listened to them doing all the maths and all the incredible workings out for how they would do it and how it had to fit in with the bathroom cabinets and the this and the that. And they were just such professionals, and really, really and made sure that we got the result that I wanted, not just what was going to be easiest for them. And never mind, they'll just have to deal with it.
They were really good on the design side as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't just what do you want, and they just did it. There was a lot of times where they would say, have you thought about this, and what have you positioned up there? And the end result is we've got a lot more light in the Renault, and just the finish, how everything, all the lines match up. It's really, really impressive.
Another thing we really liked actually was at the end of every week we would get a roundup. I mean, it sounds strange because we're living here. We lived every minute of the renovation, but at the end of the week, Dan would do a roundup on paper of what had been done, what the challenges were, what the solutions were, and they would also do a film roundup. So one of the guys would just go around with probably his phone and film what had been done that week and where they were at. And it also was, it showed how well they'd cleaned up at the end of the week and stuff, but it showed the stuff that had gone on there. So you had this travelling diary of how things were developing, and we really liked that as well, didn't we? Yeah. I guess we
wanted it to
work,
but, as we said previously, some of the sort of hesitancy of just based on what is, the stereotype was you can often get with builders. I guess we didn't know. But,
I mean, also we did hit some snags. Like we found some very old termite damage, so it meant that things had to change and the spec had to change, and we had to make decisions about what we were going to do. So that was a hitch, but it was nothing to do with them. And in fact, the end result is even better because it meant that we could move a wall, which gave us an even better result.
I think, we keep catching ourselves because there's so many aspects to the renovation that you just suddenly, they're a delight to the eye. In the bathroom, the AIB suggests we put some skylights in, and it just sheds natural light, and it's just a pleasure looking up and down. I don't know, the tiling, sounds like a little thing.
Oh, the tiling's amazing.
They were so clever how there was existing windows and things which they had to take out, but the way they did it meant that the tiler could line up everything so that you've got whole tiles, it all matches. So you look in there and you just get this visual sweep of, it's just perfection.
I say, every night when we go to bed, I say, this is like being in a hotel. We're never going to want to go away again, it's extraordinary. I've never ever had anything quite so fantastic. We have already, yeah.
There's a number of people in our street with people recommending them. Without a doubt.
And we've had a board up at the front for a while. I think it's gone now, I'm not sure. So, it's great. Yeah, I'd always recommend them, definitely. And we won't use anybody else now if we need to do stuff, definitely.